Imagine that Trevor here is part of a basketball team called the Bouncers. Would you go up to him and say, "Hello, the Bouncers"? Would you refer to the team as Trevor? Probably not. That would be silly. The Bouncers is the name of the team, and Trevor is the name of one individual member of the team. You know that there's a difference between a group and the members of that group. But sometimes people do confuse a group and its members. Let's explore the fallacies of composition and division to find out more about this sort of error, how it often comes up, and how to avoid it. The fallacy of composition is where someone thinks or claims that what's true of individuals must also be true of the groups of which they're members. So if you were to call the whole basketball team Trevor, you'd be committing the fallacy of composition. The fallacy of division is the opposite. It's where someone thinks or claims that what's true of the group must be true of individual members of that group. If you were to call Trevor the Bouncers, you'd be committing the fallacy of division. But most people don't confuse names of sports teams with names of individual players, though. So where do these fallacies occur? If you've ever heard somebody say something like, "America believes in conspiracy theories," or "Europe doesn't care about free speech," then you've seen the fallacy of composition. Even if most people in America did believe in conspiracy theories, that would still not mean that the group itself believed in conspiracy theories, because a group, as such, can't have beliefs. Only individual people have minds capable of believing anything. And in a large group, different people are likely to believe different things. So even if most people believe one thing, there will still be lots of people who believe something else. So what about the fallacy of division? If you've ever heard anyone say something like, "Peter should take responsibility for the war that his country started," you've come across the fallacy of division. Just because Peter is the member of a group, a nation-state, that started a war, doesn't mean that he, individually, contributed to starting the war. Unless Peter personally did something to cause the war, he's no more responsible for it than anyone in a different country. The same applies to any claim that a person is responsible for something just because that person is in the same group, such as a country or culture, as other people who really are responsible for it. After all, everyone is ultimately in the same group of Earth-dwelling humans. That group includes murderers, but that doesn't make everyone on Earth responsible for murder. In practice, the fallacies of composition and division can be really similar to the fallacy of accident. If you haven't seen our video on the fallacy of accident already, go and check it out. In summary, the fallacy of accident is where a person takes something that's normally true and treats it as if it were always true. So for example, if someone were to say, "Most people in America believe in conspiracy theories, so America believes in conspiracy theories. Jane is American, therefore, she must believe in conspiracy theories." That would be the fallacies of composition, division, and accident all rolled into one. But people often do say and think things like that. That's called stereotyping, and we'll cover that in a future video in the Liberal Concepts Explainers series. So, the fallacies of composition and division occur when people mix up groups with the individual members of those groups. To avoid these fallacies, always make sure to be clear in your mind about the difference between what can be and is true of a group and what can be and is true of any given member of that group. Have you come across any examples of the fallacies of composition or division recently? If so, let us know in the comments. And if you liked this video, check out our other videos on critical thinking and liberal values. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one.